The 21st century started off with a bang for most Americans. The stock market rose steadily, housing values soared, and most people felt wealthier than ever before. But in 2008, the party ended. Wall Street is back on its feet, and the economy is once again showing signs of life. But average Americans, regular folks, are still under tremendous economic pressure and financial stress. Because history shows us that just as in the Great Depression, recovery for regular people can take a decade or longer than it does for Wall Street to fully recover. The sad reality is that the bad news hasn't stopped for regular folks. The real unemployment rate is still over 11%. 76% of American families live paycheck to paycheck, and worker financial stress is costing U.S. employers billions of dollars every year. 40% of American families spend more than they earn. 2/3 of retirees will run out of money before they die. And many high school students, as well as many of their parents, don't know how to balance a checkbook. Those are the facts, and the bad news will continue until we build a financially educated, fiscally responsible populace. Now let's talk about a new approach, an innovative, real-life program specifically designed to accomplish that goal. A program that delivers meaningful, immediate financial help to everyone, but especially to middle and low-income Americans, all based on a consumer data collection platform that will be available free to more than 250 million people. A program that begins with triage, then diagnosis, followed by treatment over time through frequent follow-up visits. The same process followed in emergency rooms, because that's what we're facing, a fiscal literacy emergency. Think of it as an assembly line to deliver help to the masses. Introducing a revolutionary cross-platform application designed to meet the financial education needs of real people in an easy-to-use, all-video format that people will actually utilize. Let's take a quick tour of the user interface.
Welcome to My Money Compass. We're here to help you make, manage, and save money, and to help you along when there isn't enough. My Money Compass will help you to locate your current financial direction and then guide you.
We begin with a clean, uncluttered design with no advertising or annoying pop-up ads. The process begins with a financial lifestyle interview, or FLI, a proprietary technology, a modeling tool that applies to users of every financial strata, using weighted metrics to determine financial risk factors, and avoiding overly simplistic yes, no, right, wrong answers throughout the process. Now let's take a closer look at the FLI process. An empathetic on-screen interactive coach who helps users throughout the process. The first set of questions determines the degree of stress the user is experiencing. High levels of stress will trigger the coach to give words of reinforcement in a tone of encouragement and empathy.
The most important thing to remember is that you're not alone. Nearly half of all American families experience financial stress at one time or another. You have already taken the hardest step by deciding to face your financial situation and taking action to solve your problem. And we'll be here to help you every step of the way.
From there, we continue the interview, which will average 4 to 7 minutes, depending on the complexity of the user's financial situation. It's important to remember that not only are we building a profile of the user, we are determining their financial risk using real-life situations. Now the magic begins. Once the user has completed the FLI, the Compass gives them a graphic representation of their financial heading from insolvency to long-term financial stability. It will also suggest professional intervention like credit counseling where appropriate. We've now completed the triage stage by determining the level of user stress and the diagnostic stage of the FLI. Unlike the vast majority of internet financial education sites, which are in text form, My Money Compass utilizes network news quality video for ease of use and keeping users' attention. And because we have acquired a complete profile of the user, each piece of content is specifically selected and targeted to each user's needs. And every piece of content is fully vetted by experts in the field of financial education. In summary, we know of no other comparable application. By using the on-screen coach, our complement of empathetic, knowledgeable on-air staff, and exclusive value-added coupons and savings opportunities, we will motivate users to complete the FLI, put what they have learned into action, and return frequently to view more content, update the FLI, and monitor their progress toward financial solvency. Now let's go back to the example we showed earlier, where the user qualified for self-help. At the completion of the FLI, the user is presented with a series of thumbnails representing content titles that apply to their needs. Let's click on the first thumbnail, Your Rights in Collection.
Dealing with a collection agency is never easy, but it's important for you to know that you still have rights. We've invited David Brown, an attorney who specializes in debtors' rights, to explain what collection agencies can and can't do when trying to collect a debt.
Thanks, Kim. When dealing with a collection agency.
Here's an example of another content title, What you need to know about your credit score.
Make sure you check your credit report annually, because 1 out of every 4 credit reports contains a serious error that will hurt your credit.
Most users will be offered at least 5 content titles at a time, prioritized to address the issues they have identified in the FLI. That gives you an idea of how the compass works. But of course, the big question is why it will work. So let's get back to the business end of things. Today, when most people are seeking help or information, they all start here. The internet is great for buying a book, finding a recipe, socializing, or finding music. These are all fun, stress-free activities. The problem is that financial stress affects about 60% of the U.S. adult population. And when people are in financial trouble, they need help now, and they want to be told how to resolve their problems. When you search for financial help or any related term, Google will literally offer you billions of results. But without the diagnosis and guidance provided by My Money Compass, finding the right financial resources on the internet is like taking a sip of water from one of these. Let's recap. We know that many Americans are facing a huge problem because they are financially illiterate. We have a solution in an easy-to-use video format that people will actually utilize. And we have no known direct competition. But who is capable of financing the execution of this product and delivering it free to the American public? The biggest retailer on the planet. The retailer who does business with average Americans nearly 17,000 times a minute. But why would Walmart want to pay? There are a number of very compelling reasons. First, Walmart has a huge human resources problem because 50% of their employees spend 28 hours a month not working while they deal with their personal money matters. And that's costing Walmart billions. Reason number 2, Walmart and American Express have partnered to create Bluebird, the most innovative reloadable debit card in history. My Money Compass can be instrumental in pushing Bluebird to even more of their customers. And third, but probably most important to Walmart, is reputation management. Positive publicity to counteract the constant stream of negative publicity from disgruntled employees, the government, and self-described consumer rights activists. Walmart is constantly barraged with criticism and controversy. My Money Compass, by offering free financial education to both their employees and their customers, will be a valuable tool in deflecting that criticism. And at the same time, the exclusive value-added coupons we use to incentivize consumer activity will increase traffic and sales at no cost to Walmart. Finally is the issue of data. Big data. In today's economy, data is gold. And we have the motherlode. We believe that the data generated by the FLI and subsequent user visits is extremely valuable because it comes directly from Walmart's customers. How important is data to Walmart? In 2010, they acquired a Silicon Valley company for $300 million to form Walmart Labs. To date, they are believed to have invested $750 million in the project. And by the end of this year, they will have hired approximately 700 people to mine social media websites for marketing and merchandising insights. The consumer financial information generated by My Money Compass will be an invaluable asset to the big data factory that is Walmart Labs. So that's why Walmart will want My Money Compass. But how will they market it to take maximum advantage of the program's potential? Here's how we will connect with Walmart's customers. Every cash register display in every Walmart has this little unused plastic clip. We put a sign for My Money Compass in every clip so that the entire time that merchandise is being scanned, when customers are in the moment of spending money, our message is only 13 to 26 inches away, directly in their line of sight, for an average duration of 2.5 minutes. 1 million times every hour, someone will walk out of a Walmart with our URL in their hand, after looking at our message for an average of 2.5 minutes. 1 million people per hour. That's not a misprint, and that's not an exaggeration. That's Walmart. Of course, we expect that Walmart will also promote the Compass with additional strategically positioned signage, as well as their extensive PR campaigns in all media. Thank you for your time and interest, and we hope that you will join us in this extraordinary opportunity.